Chapter 59. Mahamate once more asked the Buddha, Bhagavan, please tell us about a Buddha's awareness. Bhagavan, what constitutes a Buddha's awareness? The Buddha told Mahamate, it consists in realizing that there is no self in beings or things, in understanding the two obstructions, in transcending the two kinds of death, and in putting an end to the two kinds of affliction. This is what is meant by the awareness of a Buddha. Those Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas capable of this are also called Buddhas. This is the reason I teach one path. The Buddha then repeated the meaning of this in verse.
Knowing the two kinds of no-self, ending the two obstructions and afflictions, transcending forever the two kinds of death, such is the awareness of Buddhas.
Chapter 60. Mahamate then asked the Buddha, Bhagavan, why did the Bhagavan proclaim to the assembly, I am all the Buddhas of the past? Or why, in recounting the hundreds of thousands of tales about his previous lives, did he say, I was once King Mandatri, a six-tusked elephant, a parrot, Shakra, and Sunetra? The Buddha told Mahamate, it was because of the four uniformities that the Tathagata, the Arhat, the fully enlightened one, proclaimed to the assembly, I was once Krakuchanda, Kanakamuni, and Kashyapa Buddha. And what are the four uniformities? They are the uniformity of syllables, the uniformity of voices, the uniformity of teachings, and the uniformity of bodies. These are the four uniformities. It was on the basis of these four uniformities that the Tathagata, the Arhat, the fully enlightened one, made such a proclamation to the assembly. And what is meant by the uniformity of syllables? This means that whatever syllables are used in calling me a Buddha, those syllables are also used in calling all Tathagatas Buddhas. The essential nature of the syllables doesn't differ. This is what is meant by the uniformity of syllables. And what is meant by the uniformity of voices? This means that the 64 transcendent sounds that characterize my voice, those 64 transcendent sounds likewise characterize the voices of all Tathagatas, Arhats, and fully enlightened ones, and are neither more nor fewer nor different than the transcendent sounds of the Kalavinka. And what is meant by the uniformity of bodies? This means that there are no differences among the Dharma bodies or among the marks and attributes of the physical bodies of myself and other Buddhas. It is only in order to instruct beings in different realms that we appear in different guises. This is what is meant by the uniformity of bodies. And what is meant by the uniformity of teachings? This refers to teachings regarding the 37 elements of awareness attained by myself and other Buddhas. In short, we all speak the Dharma with unobstructed wisdom. This is what is meant by the four uniformities, and this is why the Tathagata, the Arhat, the fully enlightened one, made such a proclamation to the assembly. The Buddha then repeated the meaning of this in verse.
Kashyapa and Krakuchanda, Kanakamuni was I as well. By means of these four uniformities, I teach all bodhisattvas.